Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, wherever you may be. This is Matt, also known as King of Games 331, and we are playing a little bit of the Sinking City Remastered. Now, I platinumed this game on PS4. I decided to play it again on PS5. I will go ahead and warn you, though, for the squeamish or the light sensitive, this game does have both of those. Um, it's also very much a horror-esque game, so if you don't like those, you may want to stay away. We are in the middle of a mission right now. There's two different trophies that we can get at this point. They are flipped, which is what a lot of this game has. It is a detective game that also involves a little bit of gunplay, not a whole lot, but it is what it is. So the first one we're going to do right now, we are in a main case called Quid Pro Quo. Basically, a professor who was investigating a site was kidnapped by a bunch of Innsmouthers, which is a race of fish people that live here in Oakmont. This is also based off H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu, stuff like that. She was kidnapped off the expedition site, and we learned that this fish market here has a representative of the EOD who is asking me to investigate a robbery of their fish stuff. Now, they claim to be a charity, giving out fish and stuff like that to refugees after a flood happened in this town. We are going to go to the market and investigate the robbery, uh, which is where they store their fish. It's located in the shells on Hawking Lane between Warren Road and Liberty Road. I'll need to tell the guard a passphrase. I serve the sea to gain the entrance. So basically, you're going to hit, triangle, and it will allow you to place the marker where it's at on here. There's a little bit more investigating besides that, but we'll get into that later as we go along. But for right now, we're going to head down these streets um, to try to get to where we're going. And in the meantime, I will tell you a little bit more about where we're at. So, Oakmont is basically a giant island. You can take a look at it here. Um, that when people arrive here in Oakmont, they never leave. Boats have had trouble leaving, and there was a great flood that happened over the entire area, and all these areas in blue are covered in water where everything's flooded, and you have to use a little John boat to get around, as you can see, like right there. You play as Charles Reed, a private eye, retired Navy officer, a turned private eye, who started having visions. Yeah, they just beat the snot out of each other. Who started having visions at night and dreams that were so real. He was hallucinating of being in the sea, a bunch of different creatures, a giant entity, world ending, stuff like that. And got a hint that everybody in this town, this whole entire area, this island, is having the same visions. And after the flood happened, is when people started going insane, hearing voices. And then the Innsmouthers, which is again, half fish, half man race of people, were taken in as refugees and have lived here since it started flooding. And because of the way this game is, the nature of it, there is some kind of racial profiling in the game. A lot of people don't like Innsmouthers at all. Um, there's some people who do, but you
Burn
can
their
see
eyes clean.
a lot of
The
the
dusk
people
of time is at hand.
who have went
Here's the
crazy
prophecy inscribed in the twilight of the dying moon. The hidden shall arise. And drown the
have become cultists. Okay, so fish storage. Not here. Oh, it's over here. Here's the guard. Okay, so that's an infested area there, so we will not go in there. One of the trophies is to betray his trust. So we're going to see what we have to do. But first, what we're going to do is we are going to make a manual save down here. And that says we'll just use the very last one as the save. I hate it when it does this. Okay.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
See me praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Can you tell me what happened? And don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane. But I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler. What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
All right. Already can tell you. Yeah, there's creatures in here. See that one right there on the stairs. There we go. Gotta save as many bullets as I can. Okay. Bullets are sparse in this game. So I try to save as many of them as I can. My guy's going a little bit psychotic now, so all right. Now that one's dead. Okay, we should be good now to investigate. Oh, it's revolver bullets. I can't carry anymore. Then reload. Here's the harpoon.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing. That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
Okay. Some materials here. All right, we'll go down here. See if there's anything else.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
Bet you it's poison.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
Not a good idea. You had me investigate a warehouse or somebody. Why are the harpoons down here? He tried to harpoon the guy, according to what he said, but he was upstairs sleeping. See, now it'll do that when there's something that's hidden. But first, before we do that, we're going to go in here, go over to inventory, create some bullets if we can. Another antipsychotic. And we're going to go over here to the Mind Palace. Now, the Mind Palace is where you're able to put different things together to create a case file to come to a realization. So, Oakmont is starving, so the EOD is giving away free fish. Without the fish provided by the EOD, the city is at risk of famine. There's that. Okay. EOD is giving away free fish, but the fish in the EOD warehouse is poisonous. Large quantities of possible poison fish have already been distributed to the city's poor citizens because the lady told me that for fear of somebody stealing from them again, they took all the fish out and started handing it out today. Now we have a lap flask, but we need to get more clues in order to put that together. Now let's see what might be hiding here. Let's see here. Ah, right here. So yeah, just to let you know, that blue meter over there on the left is your pretty much your sanity meter. Seeing things that are horrible, you'll start to see visions. It'll go down, and once it goes down far enough, um, you will start to see actual monsters show up that will attack you.
I have questions.
So clearly, the warehouse guard was doing some stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing, which makes me think he's the one that poisoned them. The harpoons are down here. How in the world did he shoot? Unless there's harpoons up here too, because he said he was up here upstairs asleep. Which I don't see any on the walls. Means the harpoon had to come from downstairs. But we'll see. Grab some more materials. And this is where he was at. Oh, nope, there's some harpoons up here. With one missing. Dear Mr. Grimes, I can't thank you enough for what you do for the children. In these dark times, your toys go down like a tall glass of water. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All our staff and, of course, the children are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person, so please don't hesitate and come as soon as you're able with eternal gratitude. Administrator of Oakmont St. Jerome's Orphanage. It's a letter from an orphanage. Hmm. Looks like he builds these model boats.
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
That may not have been him
This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
that poisoned it, but that separate room is a little bit different there, so we don't know what all that's about. So every time you go through and you get all the different evidence, you go through all the different clues, it'll open up with something like this, which will recreate a scenario, usually having three different interactions that you then have to put in order to put together the story of what happened. So let's see what happened. There's the first one.
Just a little bit more. I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Okay. So that's where he did that. Okay, there's another one up here. This one's got 4. Okay.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
All right. So first one is, of course, going to be this guy coming in.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Then the crate.
Just a little bit more.
Then he hears them and grabs the harpoon.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
And then throws it.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
Okay. So now we can go back into the Mine Palace. Well, it seems to be some sort of holding pen or even a torture chamber for the EOD in the warehouse. Lab flask. The man who broke into the EOD fish storage is somehow connected to the university. I need to visit the university. Now, secret chamber in the warehouse is that. But now we
You
need to talk
dig
to
up
him.
anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay. This is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make something up.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Take care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished. I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, I guess. I found a hidden room full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective. And if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up. Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer, except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There you go. But don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
Okay. So, now that we've talked to him, we unfortunately have to do something I don't want to do, but we have to betray his trust.
Please help a fella out. I'll take anything you got.
And we have to tell Anna that it was his fault, and that will give us the trophy for that. Now, once we do that, we're going to load up the save back. It's going to be a long video, but just stick with me. Promise.
Fish? Fresh fish?
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
Sea protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
You should hire better guards. That chump was twiddling his thumbs and almost completely missed the break-in.
That piece of drock. I'll make sure he gets what's coming to him. Thank you for telling me, Charlie.
Okay. Now we got brutal
See
honesty,
you later.
which is where we told her about that. Now, these, again, are flipped. So we're going to go back to load. And we're going to go to the manual save we had. And reload that back up. Go through all this again. But we'll speed through it because you guys have already seen. everything that had to happen. Okay. Now, let's see. If it did it right, it should start the dialogue off like we never talked to the guy.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl. Daryl Grau.
Can you tell? Yeah. What did this
Say that
What did...
nothing.
Where did he...
Done. Orders from
Alright.
here.
All right.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing. The hall's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all. That's a There's...
It's weird that the enemies aren't in here, but
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
of course I just said that. Let's see. All right. Now we can pick up those cartridges too. All right.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
Okay.
I have questions.
Stairs. Collect everything there is to collect. Finish that.
Nice work. This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
Here.
Just a little bit more. Oh no. I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us. Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I
One,
hope Professor Westerbrook never learns. Just a little
two,
bit more. Oh no.
Darn
three.
pests. Mayor, take them.
See, again, like I said, this game can be
Come back, you thief.
A lot of people don't
I'll
like
show you not to mess with us.
the Innsmouthers,
A
but
man broke into the fish
there's a lot of
storage,
them that are
poisoned
still
the
good.
fish
This
with
guy
an unknown
makes boats
substance.
for an
They made a
orphanage
noise
in
which
his
alerted
spare
the
time.
guard, who
I didn't
chased
want to
him out.
betray his trust, but you have to get the trophy, unfortunately.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here.
By this.
Oh, that's.
Okay.
Don't
I won't
worry.
tell her.
I won't tell her. He seemed like a decent.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Still,
All right, you go. I found it.
what?
Now,
I've got nothing to.
okay. See ya.
May the sea protect you.
Okay. Now we've done that. So we're going to go back to her and tell her that he fought like a lion. Just couldn't get him. And that will help save his job. And then we'll head to the university. Because there's a trophy in there that for some odd reason, I don't know why, but you can't get if you betray him. Don't know why, but we'll see.
Take as much as you need.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh,
It only looked like I don't know. What do you want me? That wasn't the deal.
fair enough.
I'll,
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
He fought like a lion.
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
See you later.
Okay. So now that we've done that, we have got to go to the university. I don't remember where it's at. That's the library. Let's see. Okay, once I did that. That's City Hall. That's the university right there. Has to be. The university library is right across the street from it. Just haven't been there yet. Okay.
budge.
Please, help me out.
Okay, maybe it's not the university. Thought it would be because it's on University Street, but we'll see. No, it's the same door. It won't budge.
The door won't budge.
Okay. Well. Whoa. Just about died there. Got used to them. Back up good. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Hospital St. Mary. Devil's Reef Hotel. Throgmorton Manor. And City Hall. So if that's the library, then where would it be at? Let's see here. Read Heights. University. There's a University Street. I know I've seen it. Running through here. So that's where I was at earlier. Wait a minute. That's a big building. Okay. That might be it. Sorry for the delay. Okay. This has got to be the university then.
That stuff in Oakmont. All on
Extra,
sale.
extra.
Today
All the
only.
news that's fit to print.
Buy a paper, mister.
Okay. University building should be right back here. And it's a building I can't get into. What the heck, man? Oh, we're in the right spot. It says Oakmont University.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Oh, never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
Ah, you need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay. Department of Medicine. Should be over here.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Okay. There's going to be some things down there, so we're going to go ahead and go into our inventory. Gotta make sure that we got enough bullets for everything. I wish I could find some rags, honestly, because I've not been able to find some in a while. See, that just gives me shell casings, which is great. Definitely need it for the bullets. EOD is banned. Can't carry anymore.
The door won't budge.
All right. Okay. Well, we got that done.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
I received a living specimen. Sadly, it's one of the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd. I was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I've begun a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it's proven exceptionally resistant to all poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. It's shrieking, though. It's bound to haunt me. Last night I had a vision, thousands of hands wrapped around me. As a blanket, I heard my name from inside the head, Stygian Harvester. Grab whatever we can. Now, there is a button here. We're gonna.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimens remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden? Some trait present inside other creatures, or perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers. Crap.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
He's going a little bit crazy. We're going to let it go back up because I guarantee you what's going to happen. Just so I can prepare. Just so I can prepare. I know what's going to happen. Played many a game in my heyday, and I know what's going to happen. So we're going to reload all of this. Reload that too if we need to. We're going to make some more of these, and we can't. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that the 4 bullets we got in there are reloaded as well. Because I guarantee you, when we start pushing the button on here, it's going to bring that thing back to life.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? So very tempting.
And there's the trophy. And crap. Oh, crap. Nope. Run. Yep. Finally. Right, see now that one right there is just showing up because I'm not in the right frame of mind. Woo! I love how I reanimated it and didn't even walk through the trap. Bunch of shit. But we've got that trophy now for the reanimation. We'll go up here and talk to him, and then we will call it.
The door won't budge. Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. Well, be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin,
Ricin?
a highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
What are
How
the
can you tell if
symptoms?
someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later. Can you fill me?
Of course.
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
I'll see you later.
Okay, so that's going to be upstairs here. We'll go up here and just research real quick. And then we'll call it there after that. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell that board I'm through with this farce. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, well, we're gonna fix that here in just a second. Corpse of George Cavendish. Brothers and sisters crossed out, too familiar. My fellow Americans crossed out, they are Americans too. This is vote monk. How much longer will we put up with these fish face bastards, those sea freaks? How much longer will we put up with this? Those forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD crossed out. Well, we know who's done it now. This is what I tell you exactly what. Okay, just real quick before we go any further. I know what it is. It's this thing over here.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Yep. Well, that tells you right there who did it. Well, he made something else now too. Oh. He made a copy of the key.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
He did it. He poisoned the people. Well, that'll be it for now. If you like this type of video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know and I'll put more out. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day.